Hello student, welcome back to your online classes. We are going to continue the same exercise that is 1A, and we have already completed the questions up to question number 16, and now we are going to do question 17 and 18. And the question 19 was your homework which I have given in our previous class. The solution I have done also. You can check your answer through this. Check it. This is the solution of your homework. So just check you are getting the same answer which I am getting. This is reason 1, this is 2, and you have to find this unshaded portion. So area of first minus area of this second. As it is a rectangular, the area is length into breadth. Now we are going to continue with question 17. So let's begin. So question 17 says, Ramya bought a rectangular cupboard of length 68 by 5 cm and breadth 45 by 4 cm respectively. Okay, she has bought a rectangular cardboard जिसकी length 68 by 5 and breadth is 45 by 4. She wanted to cut the rectangular cardboard into rectangles of width 1 by 5 cm and the length same as of the cardboard. Now she has to cut some rectangular cardboard from the bigger one whose length is same as this one, that is 68 by 5, and the width, that is breadth, is 1 by 5 cm. How many pieces can she cut? You have to find the number of pieces that can be cutted out from this rectangular cardboard. Find the dimension of the leftover cardboard piece. Also you have to find the dimension of the leftover. जितना आपने बड़े में से जितना कट कर लिया और जो left out हुआ उसकी dimensions you also you have to find. Okay, so let's begin. First, try to understand from this diagram. Look, this is a rectangular cardboard. Sorry, it was a cardboard. Yes, rectangular cardboard whose length is given. Suppose this length is 68 by 5 cm. Clear? And its breadth is given 45 by 4. This total. Now what you have to find is, look, you have to find the number of pieces that can be cut out from this whole cardboard. जिसकी width कितनी होनी चाहिए? Suppose उसकी length तो same है, उसने बताया है. Now its width, जिसकी width कितनी होनी चाहिए? 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means 11 by 5 cm. Clear? ये width है उसकी. तो इसी width के आपने pieces, rectangular pieces cut करने हैं. Okay, suppose this is the leftover जो लास्ट में बच गया, इसकी हमें dimensions भी find करनी है. Clear? Now let's begin. So whenever you have to find number of rectangular pieces of cardboard, देखो जहां भी आपको ऐसे नंबर ऑफ पीसेस या नंबर ऑफ टाइल्स, नंबर ऑफ बुक्स, ऐसा कुछ भी निकालना है किसी भी बिगर वन से, सो हमें बेसिकली क्या करना होता है, जो सबसे बड़ा कार्डबोर्ड है उसके एरिया को एक छोटे सिंगल पीस के कार्डबोर्ड के एरिया से डिवाइड करना होता है. दैट मीन्स एरिया ऑफ कार्डबोर्ड will be divided by area of one piece of cardboard. Clear? Now you know area of cardboard will be length into breadth, and here also length into breadth. Suppose this is L1 B1, so this will be B2, and L2 is same as L1. Clear? So L1 B1, and this L1 is also L2. Clear? So L2 multiply B2. Now tell me what is L1? That is 68 by 5. Multiply B1 45 by 4 divided by L2, that is also 68 by 5 divided by 11 by 5. Now look, these two are same, so they will be cutted out. And 45 by 4 multiply, look, this will go upside, so it will become 5 by 11. Now multiply it, and you will get the answer. How much? 225 by 44. Now divide it. Look, I'm writing this here. 225 by 44 pieces. अब pieces fraction में तो हो नहीं सकते, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा इसे? First of all divide it. Now look, 225 44. 44 5s are, it will be 220. 4 5s are 20. 220, and your नाउ लुक, अगर हम डेसिमल लेते हैं और उसको आगे सॉल्व करते हैं, तो क्या डेसिमल्स में कभी पीसेस देखे हैं आपने? किसी कार्डबोर्ड को कट किया, आप बोलते हो 4.5 पीस हुए हैं या 6.10 पीसेस हैं. हम तो सिंपल एक पूरा का पूरा पीसेस को काउंट कर रहे हैं कि उसके कितने पीसेस निकल के आए. तो दैट मीन्स जो उसके एग्जैक्ट पीसेस आएंगे वो कितने होंगे? 5 पीसेस. क्लियर? तो दिस विल बी योर फर्स्ट पार्ट, जिसमें आपने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो इसका पीसेस निकालने थे, कितने में कट इट आउट हो जाएगा. नाउ सेकेंडली यू हैव टू फाइंड द डायमेंशन ऑफ लेफ्ट ओवर. अब देखो ये चीज जो है ना, ये लेफ्ट ओवर है, यानी आगे जो बच चुका है, हमने नहीं लिया. नाउ सपोज दिस इज द लेफ्ट ओवर एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड नाउ इट्स डायमेंशन. तो ध्यान दीजिए, मैं यहाँ पे आपको एक रफली एक चीज बता रही हूँ कि सपोज दिस इज अ लेफ्ट ओवर. लेफ्ट ओवर पीस. ओके, तो इसकी देखिए लेंथ तो सेम है, यानी कि लेंथ आ गई 68 by 5. एंड अब हमें क्या फाइंड करना हो? ये ब्रेथ को फाइंड करना है, दिस वन. टोटल 45 by 4 है. यहां से यहां तक की विड्थ हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं. अब टोटल हमें पता है कि कितने पीसेज हुए हैं, 5, और एक विड्थ 11 by 5 है. तो यहां से यहां तक की 5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आ गया? 11 सेंटीमीटर. तो 45 by 4 में से अगर हम इस 11 को माइनस कर दें तो दिस लेफ्ट ओवर ब्रेथ निकल जाएगा. यहीं से हमारी डायमेंशन भी आ जाएंगे. सो नाउ लेट्स बिगिन हाउ टू डू इट. सो width of leftover cardboard piece, it will be total कितना लेंथ विड्थ था उसका? 45 by 4 माइनस 5 मल्टीप्लाई विड्थ ऑफ 1 पीस. ये क्लियर हुआ? Why I multiplied 5? नाउ 45 by 4 माइनस 5 मल्टीप्लाई. एक पीस की विड्थ कितनी है गिवन आपको? 11 by 5. 5 से 5 कट, एंड 45 by 4 माइनस 11. नाउ टेक द एलसीएम, इट विल बी 4 माइनस 44 and answer will be 1/4 centimeter. So this is the width of leftover cardboard, and length will be remain same, that is 68/5 centimeter. Now I hope you understood. अगेन आप एक बार देख सकते हो डायग्राम से मैंने क्यों माइनस किया. देखो ये 5 पीसेज हैं, 1 2 3 4 5, ठीक है. ये लेफ्ट ओवर है, तो यहां से यहां तक का तो हमें टोटल पता है कितना है, 45/4. और हमें ये पता है कि एक जो विड्थ है एक पीस की वो कितनी है, 11/5. तो अगर मैं इसको 5 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं तो ये टोटल निकल जाएगा, और टोटल कितना आ रहा है, 11. सो अगर मैं 45/4 में से 11 को माइनस कर दूं तो ये वाला पोर्शन निकल जाएगा ना. तो दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव डन. क्लियर? नाउ मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Now the next question is, how many tiles with length and breadth as 4 1/5 centimeter and 3 1/3 centimeter respectively are required to cover a rectangular floor whose length and breadth are 177/8 meter and 112/3 meter respectively. Now again you have to find number of tiles required to cover a rectangular floor, whole floor, whose length and breadth are given. Look here, अगर मैं इसके आंसर के अकॉर्डिंग चलूं तो there will be a misprinting. Here it should be a centimeter, or even if it is a meter, so you have to change first these two into centimeter. Clear? So look, this is the whole rectangular floor whose length is 177/8 meter, and change to centimeter it will be 177/8. Similarly for breadth, and this is a dimension of one tile. So the dimension of one tile is length is 21/5 centimeter and breadth is 10/3 centimeter. Now you have to find number of tiles required. तो I have told you कैसे निकालते हैं, area of the whole rectangle minus area of one rectangle, divide. So the area of whole rectangle is L1 B1 and 1 L2 B2. Now this 100 I have written one side, and now solve it. Look, 3 will be cancelled out, 5 2 times, and now 177/8 multiply 112, and this 2/22 it will be here. Now solve it carefully. So look here, first of all I multiply 2 with 112, it will be 56, 8 7s are 56, 7 3s are 21, and 3 59s are 177. So 59, how much, 1000 tiles, 59,000 tiles. So this much tiles will be required to cover this whole rectangular floor. Okay, if it will be if it will be centimeter, both will be in centimeter, 177/8 centimeter and 112/3 centimeter, then your answer will be just 59 tiles. Okay, so with this question we have completed our exercise 1A. Now we will introduce some basic concept of number system, number line, and with that concept we are going to solve some try these 7 and 8, and also one exercise 1B. Okay, so let's continue with this. Now we are going to tackle next topic, that is representation of rational numbers on a number line. Now you have to represent or show a rational number on a number line. What is number line? Look, number line constitute of numbers in the form of integers. These are 0, 1, 2. You have seen your scale. This is a number line. Scale is a number line which shows a number in a particular form. Always in a right side, it is a positive numbers. Also we say positive integers. And on the left side, there is always negative numbers. It goes on. Okay, these are the negative numbers, negative integer. This whole constitute a integer. Okay, always a left side is always less than right side. That is, if you are moving from left to right, if you are moving from -3 to -2, look, -3 is left and -2 is right if you are moving. So the left side will always be less than right side. That is, -3 is less than -2. Clear? Similarly 0 is less than 1, क्योंकि अगर हम 0 से 1 को मूव करेंगे तो it will become left and it will become right. So left side is always less than right side. Clear? Now I have written one. Rational numbers are represented on number line by dividing each unit as many parts as the denominator of a rational number. क्या मतलब है इस लाइन का? इसको हम एक एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं, फिर मैं इसकी मीनिंग बताऊंगी. Also one more thing, this 0 is neither positive nor negative. ना ही वो पॉजिटिव इंटीजर होता है, ना ही वो नेगेटिव इंटीजर होता है. पॉजिटिव इंटीजर स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1 to 3 and negative numbers start from -3, -2, -1. So this 0 is neither a positive number or a negative number. Okay. Now let's understood this. Suppose I have taken a rational number. I have to represent this rational number 3/4 on a number line. ठीक है. We have to represent this rational number on a number line. क्या बोला गया है कि आपको you have to divide the distance. First of all तो look, इसका numerator is less than denominator. You all know now. This numerator is less than denominator. That means कि हमारा जो नंबर लाइन, ये जो नंबर है किसके बीच में लाई करेगा? 0 और 1 के. कभी भी अगर न्यूमरेटर कम होता है डिनोमिनेटर से, इसका मतलब वो नंबर हमेशा 0 और 1 के बीच में लाई करेगा. क्लियर? नाउ चेक. नाउ वी नो कि नंबर 0 और 1 के बीच में लाई करेगा, लेकिन इस एक यूनिट के अंदर हमें कितनी लाइंस में इसको डिवाइड करना है वो हमें किससे पता चलेगा? डिनोमिनेटर से. यही यहाँ पे बोला गया है कि यू हैव टू डिवाइड ईच यूनिट इनटू एज मेनी एट्स पार्ट्स एज द डिनोमिनेटर. डिनोमिनेटर में जितने नंबर होगा उतना अपने पार्ट्स करना है. अभी यहाँ पे कितना है? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to do 4 parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Clear? Now look. Now move to this numerator. Here in the numerator the number is 3. You have to move 3 to the right side of your number line. 1, 2, 3. This is the point which will be 3/4. Clear? This is what the number line. I hope you understood. Similarly, if I have to represent -3/4, again numerator is less than denominator. That means it will be represented between 0 and 1. But here it is minus, so that means it will be represented between 0 and -1. Again look at the denominator. What is the number? 4. So how many parts we have to do it? 4 parts. Clear? These are the 4 parts. And now we have to move 3 number to the left. Here we have moved to the right. Now -1, -2, -3. That means this is the number that is -3/4. Clear? Now the second example, if I say, suppose now you have to represent 11/6 on a number line. Okay, now check. Here the numerator is now greater than denominator. Is greater than denominator. That means obviously it not lie between 0 and 1. 0 और 1 के बीच में तो ये लाई नहीं करेगा. Now ये किसके बीच में लाई करेगा, इसको चेक करने के लिए आप इसको सिंपली एक नंबर तक डिवाइड करिए. 6 1 टाइम एंड माइनस करके इट विल बी 5. दैट मीन्स अगर आप इसे मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में लिखोगे तो ये किस फॉर्म में आ जाएगा, 1 5/6. इसका मतलब ये किसके बीच में लाई करेगा, 1 के बाद जो भी डेसिमल आएगा 1 एंड 2 के बीच में. इट विल लाई बिटवीन द पॉइंट 1 एंड 2. Now look, it is 0, suppose it is 1 and this is 2. Now check the denominator कि आपको इसके कितने parts करने हैं. You have to do 6 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 and this is 6 part you have already done. Now check, numerator is 5, तो you have to move 5 numbers to the right, यानी 1 2 3 4 5. This 1 second, look here, 1 2 3 4 5 and this is 6. I have drawn it wrongly. Yes, now you have to represent 1 2 3 4 5. This will be your point 5/6. 1 5/6, that is 11/6. Okay, so I hope you understood it. Now we will move to our try these. So before starting our try these 7, we should remember these 2 points. Here it is. If p/q is a rational number is greater than r/s, obviously I told you if a number is greater than the other number, the greater number will be on the right side of the smaller one. So it will lie to the right of the r/s. This I have already told you. Similarly, for less than, that means p/q will lie on the left side of r/s. Clear? Now next. Now check the first question. Identify the rational number represented by the respective letters on the given line, given number line. This is a number line and you have to identify what will be A, what will be B and what will be C and what will be D. You have to represent these A, B, C, D on a number line and write there. Okay, now let's do it. So look, I have drawn it according to the scale. Take this much distance as 1 unit, 2 3 4 and draw. There are 6 lines, I think 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, 6 parts has been done of each unit. So first of all draw unit according to the scale and then divide it in 6 parts. Clear? So -2 -1 0 1 2. Now these are the alphabets which you have to find its value on the number line. Now look, first of all A. Look carefully. A, for A, count how many lines are there. Total 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. That means denominator will be 7 and it is on the left side. So 1 2 3 4, but check, it is between -2 and -2. Sorry, -1 and -2. That means the number will be -1 4/7, which will be -11/7. Clear? अगर ये 0 होता, 0 और 1 के बीच में होता तो सिर्फ ये नंबर आता -4/7, बट क्योंकि ये इसके बीच में है, -1 और -2 के बीच में, तो therefore इट विल बी -1 4/7। अगर आपको याद हो, हमने 11/6 को रिप्रेजेंट किया था, वो किस फॉर्म में किया था, 1 5/6। तो हमने ये चीज रिप्रेजेंट किया था, लेकिन वो था किसके बीच में, 1 and 2 के बीच में। So as it is lying between -1 and -2, therefore -1 4/7 this number will be. You are moving from -1 to -2. Now check this B part. Look, here also denominator is 7, clear, and on the left side, therefore it will be negative number. Now count 1 2 3 4. It will be -4/7. Why? Because it is lying between 0 and -1. Here look, numerator is greater than denominator. Here the numerator is less than denominator. This is the farak between these two. This is how you can differentiate A and B. Now check the C. 1, obviously denominator will be 7, and as it is between 0 and 1, so obviously it will be a proper fraction. 1 2 3 4, so it is +4/7, positive. It is on the right side of 0. Now D will be mixed fraction 1 1 2 3 4 5, so it will be what, 1 5/7, or what, 1 5/7. That will be 7 1 just 7, 7 plus 5, it will be 12/7. This is how we are going to solve it. Clear? A, B, C and D. Next question. Now the second one is represent the following on the number line. Now you have to represent all these parts into a number line. First is -1/7, then 5/2, 4/9, -3/6, 5, 1/4, -12/3. So I'm going to solve A, B, C, not C and D, E, F. C and D will be your homework. First you have to represent -1/7. So step 1 will be, you have to draw a number line. Then divide each unit. Here unit is 0 to 1 and into 7 part, as the denominator is 7. And now check, look, numerator is less than denominator, therefore it is lying between 0 and 1. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this will be 7. So have you divided? Now check. Now you have to move one step, as it is negative, so it will be 0 and it will be -1. We have to move to the left, not to the right. Okay, so 0. Now move one step to left side, this will be 1. That means this is the number -1/7. Clear? So your step 3 will be, this is for understanding. Okay, from 0 move one part to the left. Okay, so this will be -1/7. Next you have to represent 5/2 on number line. No, if you divide, here the numerator is greater than denominator, तो obviously 0 and 1 के बीच में तो ये लाई नहीं करेगा. Clearly? Now check करने के लिए कि किसके बीच में लाई कर रहा है, तो divided 2 2s are 4, 1. That means when you will write it in the mixed fraction, you will get 2 1/2. That means it will lie between 2 and 3, obviously. 2 and 3. So it will lie between 2 and 3. Now draw a number line So look, I have drawn a number line 0, 1, 2 and 3. Clear? Now check its denominator. Denominator is 2. That means you have to do two parts. This is 1 and this is 2. Clear? Now you have to move 1 to the right of 2. 1 to the right of 2. So 1, that means this will be your respective number, that is 2 1 by 2, which will be 5 by 2 on a number line. So this is how it's a midpoint of 2 and 3, 2.5. Clear? This is how you are going to draw it. These two are your homework. You have to represent both 4 by 9 and minus 3 by 6 on the number line. You can see both are lying between 0 and 1 as the numerator is less than denominator. तो दोनों के दोनों 0 और 1 के बीच में, लेकिन ये नेगेटिव 0 1 and it will be between positive 0 and 1. Clear? C and D is your homework. Now the E part, you have to represent 5 1 by 4 on a number line. So obviously you can see it is lying between 5 and 6. Clear? So I have drawn, this is 5 and 6. Now check the denominator. You have to divide the unit in 4 equal parts, 1 2 3 4. So here, and now you have to move one unit, one part to the right of 5. That is 1 to the right of 5, yani ki this will be your 5 1 by 4, which is 21 by 4 actually. Clear? Now move to F part. Now the F part, most easiest question of this, easiest part actually of this question. Minus 12 by 3. If you divide, it will become minus 4. That means you have to represent minus 4 on that number line. So here it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and this will be your minus 12 by 3. Now we will move to question 3rd. Now the next one is you have to represent minus 4 by 5 and its inverse on a number line. If it is written inverse, then it will be a additive inverse. Okay. You have to represent both in a same number line. So look, the inverse of minus 4 by 5 will be minus of minus 4 by 5, yani 4 by 5. Inverse and that number always lie on the opposite side of 0. Clear? Now look, minus 4 by 5 will lie between minus 1 and 0, and 4 by 5 will lie between 0 and 1. Obviously numerator is less than denominator in both the cases. Now check their denominator is 5. That means you have to divide the unit in 5 equal parts. 1 2 3 4. This is 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Clear? Now tell me what will be minus 4 by 5. You have to move minus 4 to the left of 0. 1 2 3 4. This will be your minus 4 by 5. Now 4 by 5, 1 2 3 4. This will be your 4 by 5. So look, both the numbers are on the opposite side of 0. Clear? This is how you are going to represent it. Now the last question of this try these is, now question 4, into how many parts will the unit distance be divided to represent 5 by 55 minus 6 by 11, 4 by 22 minus 16 by 88 and 9 by 33 on the same number line. अगर आपको एक ही नंबर लाइन में ये सारी चीजें ड्रॉ करनी है, ये सारी चीजें रिप्रेजेंट करनी है, ये सभी रेशनल नंबर्स को, देन इन हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स यू हैव टू डिवाइड ईच यूनिट. जो भी आप एक यूनिट बनाओगे उसमें आप कितने पार्ट्स में हर एक यूनिट को डिवाइड करोगे, ये आपने बताना है. इट्स अ 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन. सो लुक हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू सॉल्व इट. सो चेक, this is the first number, 5 by 55, second minus 6 by 11, third 4 by 22, fourth minus 16 by 88, and fifth 9 by 33. When I solve this, it will be cancel out, and its standard form will be 1 by 11 minus 6 by 11. Again you have to solve it, and you will get 2 by 11. Similarly minus 2 by 11, and here 3 by 11. So basically when I solve it, I got these numbers: 1 by 11 minus 6 by 11, 2 by 11 minus 2 by 11, 3 by 11. So that means each unit will be divided in 11 parts. You know that we have to divide each unit according to the denominator, and here all the denominators are same, that is 11. So each unit will be divided in 11 parts on a same number line. That is, you have to write like this: each unit will be divided in 11 parts on the same number line. Clear?